Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So I'm driving right now, but we gonna talk about this Valentine's Day and why it ain't ish, and why you're a simp for celebrating it. And it says a lot about your girl for trying to make you celebrate it, or your wife. If it means something to her, she lacked knowledge. And she just a person that go along with everything. You got to watch out for her too. Some of the things I'm going to say might appear to be a little controversial. But I don't mean no pun intended to anybody or any group or any religion. So let's begin. Valentine's Day, the tradition is based on Roman Catholicism. And what happened was they said it's either one guy or two guys was marrying people, and one of them wanted to get married, and they martyred them for their desires. So it's blood attached to Valentine's Day. I don't know what it is with some of these people in blood, but hey man, listen. You could look it up. I'm going to tell you why it's nothing. And why your girl ain't nothing for getting mad at you for anything pertaining to that day. She need to go and check her history. And listen, man, dude, y'all guys, man, I'm going to tell y'all something. People be acting like vampires, man. It's like anything dealing with blood or that deals with blood, y'all be obsessed with it. I ain't no hypocrite. I watch horror movies, man. I do. I play Call of Duty, man. I'm gonna be honest about it. But y'all be obsessing over women. And this is quite offensive towards the Most High. Now, it might not be abomination, but it's still a sin when you can't win, you can't function, you can't produce over women. You giving up your freedom over women. You caught her with another dude and you gave up your whole life. But listen, some of y'all's in prison right now. It's better than being with her in some of y'all cases. You still can serve God. You still could be, or the Most High. I don't want to keep calling. Try not to use that. It's reasons. You got to watch my other videos to see why. But for those of you who still have your freedom and your sanity, be careful with anything with these modern women. You got to fully dictate to them. Even if you have to buy it, you should be fully dictating to them. Some of y'all is in marriages where they just don't respect you. Your kids learning not to respect you. You got to cater to a person and try to make a person happy that'll never be happy. Some of y'all wives are damaged. They was damaged when you met them. They damaged goods. They full of trauma. And you trying to make her happy with a pagan make-believe day. Now, I'm not saying what happened to those guys is make-believe, but it was quite good from a business standpoint. Those who chose to capitalize off of that event that possibly was a real life event. But y'all already know how I think of holidays. I always dig deeper. Cupid, all this stuff. I eat the candy, just like I eat some turkey on Thanksgiving. But the pagan value of the holiday, Valentine's Day, I hold the same thing. Any woman that ever deal with me, you gonna learn not to be into Valentine's Day. For one, if you do your job, you'll be getting stuff all year. Y'all get stuck on certain days. A lot of these women don't even like flowers. You go in their house, their apartment, they ain't got no flowers. But then they want you to give them some flowers on February 14th. It's crazy how, like, the symbolism, like Black History Month, Valentine's Day, the same month. Like it's almost like they equating us to sex and effing, bleeping, whatever. But I'll never view that day. I stopped dealing with that day a long time ago. Long time ago. Because I'm going to tell you something. Anytime you let a woman twist your arm into doing things that you might not necessarily want to do, or you might have questions about, you just allow her to become the king. And that's one of the ways women show their masculinity. Anytime a woman gets mad at a guy for being the leader and making a decision, instead of following him, helping him if needed, that's masculinity. And some of these women are just lazy. They just lazy men. They ain't gonna do much of nothing to help you, but they want to make the decisions on what you do. That's a lazy man. A lot of y'all women is trying to turn y'all relationship into a gay relationship, gay couple, because they trying to be men. If you gonna be with them, you got to get them in line. Otherwise, I would advise you just to leave them alone and find you a woman that's gonna do her part, play her role. Let me tell you something. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your education level is. If you're a woman that don't know how to shut up, I already know you ain't wise. Like, some of these women, they just don't know when to shut up. If you keep, y'all ever see that video with the two Rottweilers? Or it was two dogs. No, two Dobermans. And the girl dog was, the guy dog was just chilling, just standing there. And the girl dog just kept barking, in his face barking. After a while, he nipped at her like, he tried to bite her. Because he got tired. Even dogs know that when the female dog get out of line, you got to get her back in line. I forgot the name of that video. But it's like the same thing with dogs. Same thing with dogs. When she in heat, she gonna give it up. Your wife give it up to another man. Oh, I didn't know that. You was in heat. You knew. That's why you can forgive them from within, but you can't stay with them when they cheat. And now you can add emotional affair to that too. And let me show you some other reasons why you got to dump them when they do these things. Because it's not going to get better. That's one. And two, what kind of example are you setting, allowing your wife or your girlfriend to do the things that you do not like and still be around getting the benefits of being your girlfriend or wife? Y'all dudes crazy, man. I'm convinced of it. And I was too. I'm not, like, I was making some of the same mistakes. That's how I'm able to talk to you about it. One day, some of y'all dudes, y'all need to just take a whole U-turn on one of these days like Valentine Day and just see how she reacts. Just see how she reacts. Be like, I'm not celebrating that no more. What, you watching those guys on YouTube? Yep. And I did my own research. No woman finna just be sitting around telling me what to do all the time. For one, I know better. I know you ain't supposed to be talking that much. Like, for instance, I just made a decision with my sons. It turned into an argument with her and she hung up on me because I made a decision with my sons. Unwise. But hey, listen. The marriage, zoop, over with. And when I do this, I'm not talking about I'm doing something to her. I'm not. I ain't gonna do nothing to her. But give her them papers. That's what I'm gonna do to her. If I ever get with a woman again, she gonna know how to shut the hell up. You don't always tell me what to do. You can't whoop me. If I was one of them dudes, that's why I don't get why they always be in the man. That Kevin Samuels used to talk about this. They know. 911, what's your emergency? You against the army. It's not even worth it. Just dump her. Ain't nothing about her worth keeping around if she don't get in line. Y'all be letting these chicks get y'all in trouble. It's women out there that's better than her. Man, I need something tight. There's women out there that's loose that's better than her. Come on, man. Think with your big head. That's how we get in trouble as men. We won't think with our big head. I had a college scholarship on the table. It was partial, but I could have went over there and went crazy and went to the NFL. Man, it's too far, man. I don't, I'm just meeting such and such. I'm talking about myself now. Keep these women where they belong. Not in front of you. That ain't it. All of them. I don't care how good they look. I don't care how good they suck. I don't care if they stuff is the Niagara Falls of human being. Keep them in their place. And if you can't keep them in their place, you get somebody you can. And if you can't find somebody you can, you stay by yourself. F Valentine's Day. That ain't ish. I'm doing a good job. I really want to cuss. That ain't nothing. They making that something. Because I'm going to tell y'all, dude, something. If you got a good woman that's submitted to you, that's respectful towards you, she know when to shut up, she's sexual. Because if she ain't sexual, then that means she either sexual with somebody else or, look, we get with women that have sex. We not having sex, you don't need to be with them. Period. I don't know what the hell she thought. I've been having sex since I was a kid. What I look like marrying somebody? I would have to do something completely to the left for even this to even be feasible. And we let these chicks get away with this stuff. F these pastors, F parents, F grandparents, and whoever else. You supposed to dump these, but you supposed to dump these broads when they get to pulling these moves, putting their finger in your face, calling the police on you, not having sex. And then y'all niggas, you trying to celebrate Valentine's Day. Let's look at what she did last year. In the first month of the year. Y'all celebrating days that they don't even deserve. They lucky you even there. This channel is the no simping channel, man. Playing all those games. They just like this with other dudes when you ain't around. Come on, the phone. Where's my phone at? Let me show y'all something. You ain't around. She just like this. On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube comments, her text messages with other dudes. Then she want to talk about some Valentine's Day. The devil is a liar. Valentine's Day is Satan's day. Ain't nothing to it. Y'all be celebrating people getting lynched. Y'all worse than them white folks down south. Celebrating people getting lynched. Back in the 1800s, early 1900s. They be just like this. Got secret dating profiles. Be just like this. And then they come to you talking about an anniversary. This and matter of fact, I could prove what I'm saying. This would have been our anniversary, and it turned into an argument in which she hung up in my face. You see what I'm talking about? Hey, listen. I'm licking my chops. I already got a date set. And I'm being fair with that. I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna do it this day. I ain't gonna do it this day. I ain't gonna do it this day. I'm gonna do it this day. And hopefully it's fair. If it's not fair, then it's time to buck. Anybody that know me, you know I'll buck. All I ask is for them to be fair. We're gonna put everything on the table. Just be fair about it, man. As long as it's fair, I'll follow it. If it's not fair, these women be literally breaking their families up. Every time I come home, my daughters come up to me. That's gonna be over with. Because of her. Okay, you say, well, what about you? Okay. So, all the stuff that I done told y'all, which ain't even half. For me to stay, I would have to take no simping out of my channel. Because I'm being a simp. All the way. All the way. What makes her so special from the other women I done had? Why did she get to do dastardly thing, disrespectful stuff, and they didn't? And that's one of the things that helped me wake up, because I started thinking about that. I said, what makes her so special where I let her get away with stuff that I never let no other woman get away with? And some of y'all need to look at it the same way. What is she doing? What is she saying that's so special that she gets a right to not do what she's there to do and run her mouth and everything else and still be in the picture? It's unfortunate for my kids. She good to them. Hey, listen, I'm the truth, man. She very good to them, but in a relationship, she sucks. And I tell her the same stuff. It ain't like I'm talking, but she watch it anyway. I say this stuff to her, but I'm trying not to, because it just don't make sense at this point. You don't hold grudges against somebody you married to. That'll destroy your relationship. Especially when you claiming to be such a righteous person and you holding grudges. That's the essence of Christianity and every other religion, not holding grudges. And you doing it. And some of these women try to get over on God, the Most High, excuse me, because they expect him to overlook all their behavior and still look out for them. That's disrespectful. The all-powerful one, you act like he don't see what you doing or hear what you saying or hear about it from his sons. This reporting to him. These people is nuts, man. They act like he don't know what they doing. You asking him to do stuff. Okay, why won't you do what he told you to do? Some of these women ain't gonna submit to no man. The majority of them, they gonna love bomb, act freaky in the beginning. The minute he start being not too nice to her, the minute he start telling her he love her too much, they gonna start acting like a biatch. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Y'all can't see that? All y'all do is try to treat y'all woman like a queen. Let me ask you something. Does she treat you like a king? The answer is yes, then keep treating her like a queen. The answer is no, dump her, man. Let me show you what getting treated like a king is. She knows you the master. So arguments are minimum or non-existent. She's going to follow your lead. If she don't agree with your lead, she's going to help you. She's going to be sexual towards you because she wants you to experience pleasure. She's not going to be a person that wants to get into it and the first thing she do is withhold the pleasure while expecting you to stick to her. Now, let me ask you again. Does she treat you like a king? Your answer is still yes. Okay, let me give you some more. When you ain't around, how does she interact with other men that might come to the door with a delivery? Do she dress immodestly in front of them? Does she act overly friendly instead of just being cordial and professional? Does she text other men in a likable, intimate way? You say no. Keep treating her like a queen. Let's keep going. Does she hold secrets from you that if you knew about this thing, or you knew she was lying about this thing, that you would look at her different, you wouldn't want nothing to do with her? Because y'all know when they do that, blockage. They gonna block. A lot of women is hindering things and don't even know it. But they'll know once you leave and you start bouncing back in life. I just watched that movie Acrimony. That's one of the videos I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna talk about it. That was deep. That was deep. And the reason why it was deep, because it happens all the time. You can't be listening to other people. You gotta go with your gut. And a lot of dudes be in the situation that he was in. They don't be wanting a divorce. He didn't want a divorce, but when it happened, he moved on. You have to, man. You don't let something back here ruin what's forward. What's forward. You had to move on like he did. And I looked up the cast. All them chicks in there is practically married. Them some good looking women in that movie, boy. I think the only one that ain't is Taraji. Or no, and I'm not sure, but I think the main character, Taraji character, when she was younger, I don't think she married. That chick is. Yeah, she's a good looking woman, boy. But yeah, man. You know good and well you don't want to watch Valentine, or you don't want to celebrate Valentine's Day. You doing it because you fear her reaction. You should never fear a woman's reaction or her rejection. You should never fear a woman's reaction or her rejection. And with that, we gonna move on to the next one, y'all. You should never fear a woman's reaction or her rejection. Who the man? Hey, we gotta learn. Look, man, I might be further than y'all in some of my perceptions of women, but I had to learn too. We all simped at one point, man. It's what you do after you find out you a simp. Do you keep being a simp? Stepdaddy, extreme simp. Adultery, mess with somebody's wife, extreme simp. Side dude, extreme simp. You ain't dictating. You dick. I ain't going. It's like now the energy is electric. Anytime I'm around women, they be like, man, he got a different energy. Yeah, my energy is F you hoes. Unless you not one. And listen, man, ain't nothing wrong with chivalry. I'ma always be chivalrous to all of them, even them 304s. They women. But if you get with me when you come with that bull crap, either it's one of two things. Either I'm gonna dump you or you gonna dump me. But somebody is gonna get dumped. I'm not dealing with that bull crap no more, man. It's not even worth it, man. You lose a bunch of money, bunch of time. Think of how much time you spent through the years sitting around arguing, trying to convince a broad or something. You could have been doing anything. Some of us, you can't blame her. You chose to do that. But you could be way richer sitting around arguing with a chick. It just don't make sense. Literally, it don't make dollars and cents. It don't make sense. SENSE or CENTS. And the crazy part about it all is if you know how to tap in and pray to the Most High and allow the Most High to show you stuff, you will be amazed. The stuff I be saying, how much of it he agree with. Y'all be putting women in front of him. When you already know you shouldn't be putting no women in front of you. Look, bad women never should be in front of your parents. When it comes to the Most High, no woman should be in front of him. Y'all care more what these women think than what he think. And I could tell by how you live, how you talk, how you act. You think you treat the Most High like he a joke because you view the church as a joke. But even with the church, not all these churches is a joke. Everybody get their opportunity to learn. We prophesy in part. It's what that pastor do when he find out that he don't know about something. That counts. I don't trust no pastor that's taking up for these women. I don't trust your judgment. I don't believe you've been around the Most High like that either. I don't. Because it'll be situational if you did. Like, it'll be based on all the stuff being laid out, and the dude is like a complete Jack A double dollar sign. That ain't the case with me. That ain't the case with a lot of these dudes. It's just not, man. Valentine's Day, dude, it's commercial. Y'all be trying to show love to women who don't even love you. Let's just backtrack, man. Does she argue with you on a consistent basis? Does she insult you on a consistent basis? What have you caught her doing? What lies have you caught her up in? These women, most of them don't love men. They use men. They don't care nothing about no Valentine's Day. All they care about is gifts. They don't care. Most of them don't care if you can get into their hearts. I'm going to show you. I forgot about that. That's today? Oh, yeah. They don't care, man. They don't care about anniversaries. They don't care about Valentine's Day. They don't care about Christmas. It's just another attention grab. Another thing where they in the spotlight. That was YouTube. Maybe they finna allow my channel to get bigger. I don't know. But we got a class, a workshop. I ain't in no Illuminati. I ain't joined nothing. I ain't gonna join nothing. Don't jump to no conclusion. But yeah. That Valentine's Day stuff, a lot of y'all need to do them like this on that.